Good Valentine's Day's greetings from the nation's capital, a place where our industry doesn't always feel the love from elected officials. I'm Pete Ruane, ARPA's President and CEO. I want to first thank the members of KAHC for your support of ARPA, and in particularly acknowledge your chairman, Al Yeager, and Executive Director, Charlie Lavorne. I also want to thank members of the Plant Mix Asphalt and Crushed Stone groups for supporting your respective national associations. You can be assured that all of us are working together in Washington to advance your interests. Obviously, the big issue right now for ARPA is the Federal Surface Transportation Bill. The highway program is now operating on its 8th extension since the end of September 2009, so reauthorization is long overdue. Let me give you a snapshot of where we are. This tape was made on February 8th. The House is pursuing a 5-year bill valued at about $260 billion. Both the House Transportation Committee and the House Ways and Means Committee voted out their portions of the bill the week of January 30th with only Republican votes, no Democrats. The bill may be on the House floor by the time you are viewing this message. The House bill claims to preserve current funding, but in fact it continues a $2 billion cut to $39 billion from $41 billion, which is the highway investment level Congress approved in 2011. However, there's much to like in the House bill on the policy side, like the provisions to speed up delivery of transportation projects, consolidate programs, increase transparency, and expand public-private partnerships. On the other side of Capitol Hill, the Senate Environment and Public Works and Senate Finance Committees approved a bipartisan 2-year bill. As we record this message, the bill is now on the floor of the Senate. It provides the funding levels we saw in 2011, again, which was $41 billion for the highway program. It adds funding to account for inflation, and it contains many of the same meaningful policy reforms as the House plan. I should mention that both your senators are very important to this process. Of course, Senator McConnell leads the Senate Republicans and will have a lot to say about whether this bill continues to move forward. As you know, Senator Paul is very independent-minded, and any of the 100 senators can stop or slow down the process. So it's critical that you stay in touch with both their offices in the coming days and weeks. Last year, some of you made some timely calls to Senator Paul's office and helped prevent the highway program from shutting down. So you know your efforts really work. There are aspects of the House and Senate bill we like, and some we don't. Our goal this whole time has been to get bills out of both houses so we can get to conference, committee, and work for the best possible end product. That's not widely understood. If the process stalls, then we will continue to deal with short-term extensions, uncertainty, and the possibility of a huge highway funding cut on the order of a 30% cut within the next year. I want to conclude by thanking Kentucky Highway Contractors for your continuing support of our Transportation Makes America Work campaign. You were the first chapter to contribute back in 2007. You have enabled us to buy advertising, produce studies, and run coalitions here in D.C. related to reauthorization. We continue to need your support for the campaign. Let me also remind you that we have a Southern leadership team chaired by Tom Elmore from Mississippi. He holds monthly conference calls, and I hope you will consider joining them. Also, ARPA will hold its convention this September in Memphis, and I guarantee you Elvis will be there, so you gotta come. Steve Wright from Wright Brothers, who many of you know, will become ARPA's chairman at that time. I'm sure he'd love to have you there so you can talk to Elvis together. Again, thanks for your support, and I hope you're having a great convention.